Morning, Miss Evans. This is my presentation on Walkabout. It's been a long time since the plane crash. I am a visitor to this country, and any darkie would know this immediately when they saw me. I don't belong to the landscape of Australia because of my skin colour is different and because I wear clothes. The land is new to me, and I must learn new techniques to survive. I'm no longer myself, because if I wasn't, I would surely die in these conditions. I am new to this country, but I have not liked what I have seen of this unknown land. My name is Peter. I came to Australia with my sister Mary to visit our uncle who lives in Adelaide. On our way to our uncle's, the plane we were on crashed, and we have been living off water in the rivers ever since. And I am not used to this because at home I would get a glass and fill it up at the tap. We have had no experience of living in the desert or living outside a suburb or city. I come to understand the Australian way of life to be resourceful, so when we ate at night we would have some food the next morning to get us through to the next day. Food was hard to come across until we met the Aborigine, which I called Darkie. We had quickly become friends, and he showed us the ways of his people who had lived in these circumstances, which helped us to survive, because without these skills or the Darkie we would have died. I was young and I didn't realize this at the time, but now when I think about it, it was a scary experience. I thought this was being a possible task, but it was. And any animal that we saw, generally we ate, unless it was the special ones like the platypus or the lyrebird, which were amazing to watch and listen to. When the Darkie died, we were on our own again, but we had the skills to survive, and I was better equipped than my sister because I had the clash of cultures. We walked very far until we came across the house. That's when I knew we were saved. When I got back to the city, I saw a newspaper, and there was an advertisement for beer. I thought to myself that this is not what Australia is about, but beer is a new icon for Australia. What about the Aborigines and the unique animals? It's not about the culture or the land. Everything is about beer, no matter what the situation is. If there is a war, they will use a soldier in their ad to sell the beer. When I saw this ad, I was ashamed. We were not Australian, but they were destroying the land. We should be trying to fix these things, not go out and buy some beer so you can get drunk with your mates. When you're drunk, you'll mostly start a fight by being racist. And I know all about racism because I grew up in a place where there's lots of it. It's all about beer. Buying, selling and drinking beer won't make you Australian. When I got home, I noticed lots of things that were different. Like last time I was here, there wasn't posters all over the buildings and telegraph poles. I walked over to a poster and took it. I didn't understand it at first, but it might have been because I wasn't Australian. I think this is how Australians must act and what they must think. I thought some people would have had a kangaroo for a pet, but I wouldn't expect anyone to wrestle a crocodile because they can kill people. I don't know what a cork hat is or what the purpose of the hat is to do. I know that fighting wars, nearly every country does it in the world. And not starting wars is a good thing because you want to make peace with other countries. It's good Australians can wear their flag with pride because in America it isn't the of greatest places. I don't understand what being a rock is, but being the ocean might have something to do with you love the water and everything about it. Being the island continent must be saying that you are part of the continent, which is made up of all sorts of people. My neighbours are the Smiths, the Wilsons, the Santoris, the DeCossis, the Wongs and the Jagmars. All of these names are from different countries, making Australia a multicultural country. Playing football without a helmet is just stupid or showing off to everyone how tough they really are. And having beetroot on your hamburger is just manly because it tastes very nice. Everyone likes to ride on the front seat of the taxi, but my mom always gets to because she is the one paying for it. It doesn't matter whether it's a prawn or a shrimp. They both look the same and they come from the same place and taste disgusting. Believing that the world is round is just one step closer to not being an idiot. And down under is not on top because on the world map it's near the bottom. But Australians like to have their own opinion. Australia is a great place and I would love to live here, but I have no idea if Australia brews the best beer on earth. Lots of restaurants claim they have the best of a certain food, but it's the own eater's taste. Since my time in the desert and with the Darkie, I have had time to think about what we should have done. We should be friends with all of the Darkies and show each other that we would never harm them. If this happened, I could travel to new places and meet friends, and knowing that they wouldn't hate you, and you could just talk to them. Me and Mary made friends with the Darkies, so if we can do it, anyone can. This is truly the best country in the world. When I grow up, I want to live here. Thank you for listening to my speech.